we are good to go. Straight into round. Neuer, meow. Here we go. Got Lola. We've got Twin. And we've got many gloves. Double Sparkies for Neuer. Early feeling out process. No one wanting to commit too much. Neuer does get the first shot in. Uncharged Sparky. Bouncing around the DNA tube. Oh, nice shield to bounce away the incoming chakram. Doesn't do it a second time though. Now, Meow just trying to slow things down a little bit. Get a bit of distance. Very tense here. Ooh, just shields off the damage and gets the grab. Does Meow. And the stun into the grab and another DNA tube is down. Halfway through the round, not halfway through the health yet. Neuer does have a slight health lead, increased with that uncharged shot, but he's going to get punished for whiffing one shot with a full 300 damage off of the rush. He's going to stun into a rush, straight away that gets turned back around, 290 damage, Meow in the red zone. Still a lot to play for, but it's just outside the zone of those Sparkies. Neuer wants to finish things off. It's also getting that rush charged a lot quicker as well. 10 seconds left. Meow's going to have to close the distance, get some sort of track and grab, but Neuer is going to get an uncharged Sparky and goes into the next round with a full rush meter. Meow won't be far behind. Teases swapping off the Sparky, but ultimately there are no changes in arms going into round 2. Oh, there is the paralysis, there is the rush. Neuer taking a quick second to adjust the distance. So he only got 280 damage off of the rush, but did make sure it would connect and not bounce off of the steps on the DNA lab. And that is another electric arm straight into a grab. Neuer just sending out uncharged gloves. Once again, Meow unable to really get a foothold in this round so far. Will probably end up burning rush pretty soon just to, there we go, just to try and get something. Unfortunately, Neuer was too far away, able to shield, react, and now able to play it relatively safe. Gets caught with a grab on the landing though. Neuer does have rush to play with and is going to look to finish with it here. And that is going to be 1-0 to Neuer. Excellent second round from Neuer there after a tense first round between the two players. Neuer's ready to go for the second round straight away. Meow not even hesitating, and we're off to Scrapyard randomly for our second game. Just seen that Riffer is trying to sell Penzo second-hand NSO subscriptions very dodgily from under his cloak. Same arms as in the previous round on DNA Lab. And Meow just trying to get a little bit of aura and just a measure of Neuer's Sparkies. Everyone having to make slight adjustments due to that's some nice slowdown, but unable to punish because of the pillars. And that is the problem, at least at the outset for Scrapyard, that you do have to take that into account. A full 30 seconds in, we finally get our first bit of damage in the round. I don't think I've ever seen the pillars last this long in Scrapyard. 310 damage, Neuer burning that rush straight away at the first real opportunity and gets a solid lead. Nice hit from the Chakram, Meow unable to follow up, but that is beautiful stuff. Using the rush to not only defend against the charged Sparky shot, but also counter-attack with a full rush. Meow. Oh, and the grab on the wake-up. Meow, for the first time in this round, is in the lead. Shoots Neuer out of the sky. Meow has to be very careful now. Probably did not want to take out that pipe. That is a big, big grab. Just stay down as long as you can, Meow, if you want to see this one out. Ooh. Stayed in the air. Only at 30 damage from the rush after the bell. And Meow takes that first round. Meow with the motion player tech as well. With the little wavy wave. So now we see for the first time the Biffler come out from Neuer. And we see it blocking Meow's view, enabling Neuer to get some follow-up. And we are seeing the Biffler is being used as the primary poking weapon here, trying to, again, just every time just trying to see if they can get the blinding effect on Meow's screen, to then follow up with a sneaky Sparky and probably go for a rush immediately after that. Burns the rush raw. Meow could have punished. Escapes! Wow! Escapes completely with only a broken arm. Deflects the incoming punish and then lands a 210 damage rush. Meow is playing a blinder here. Very fortunate, but again, these arm breaks, they are not being able to be punished. Meow is just dodging and diving, sending out counterattacks at the exact right time. Can't get out of the corner, but apparently if you put Meow in the corner, it doesn't matter. And that's some nice freezing action. Auras around the outcoming shots. And gets the grab. Another grab is going to seal things for Meow. That is one apiece. Exciting times here in round one. Okay, chat. Who is it going to be? Who is taking this one? It is tied up. Sounds like Neuer wants to change it up a little bit. We'll see what happens. Riffa just explaining how character changing works. For the uninitiated, the winner of the previous round has to declare if they're changing character. The loser doesn't. So Meow is staying as Twin Tail. Neuer is bringing in the Mummy. We shall see how that pans out. Well, we've ended up on Via Dolce, so that could be very fortunate for Neuer. Depends how aggressive Neuer's Mummy really is. I mean, we have a Birdchuck and a Sparky, and we're going to see a grab, 200 damage. Strongest grab in the game. And Neuer's just going to turtle up. Unfortunately, Meow is now going to struggle to make the Chakram work because of Mummy's super armor. And also, by going up into the sky, oh, that is a solid combination. Oh, oh, excellent punch to prevent certain doom. Teases the dodge, gets the grab instead. Now really needs to just keep the pressure up here. That's a nice grab. But there wasn't enough HP to play with. Neuer takes the round. I mean, I was thinking about it. Are we going to stay with the chakram? We are going to stay with the chakram. I mean, it's got a good rush. Meow's going to really have to try and make something happen here. And there is something, and it happens! Neuer goes for the counter rush, doesn't come out in time, and is going to eat 280 damage. Meow tries to jump through the air and punish with grabs, gets shot down, and Neuer's going to turtle up and get some more health back. Meow's jumping timing is now starting to get read by Neuer. And it's now Meow whose grab gets punched through. A little bit of aura, a little bit of counter punch. Neuer's just going to turtle up. Doesn't manage to escape in time from the grab. It's the problem with Via Dolce. You don't really have the opportunity to dodge much if you are a mummy. Meow gets the shield up just in time, eats bare minimum damage, but 30 seconds to stay in this one. And that grab is huge for Neuer. Meow's going to pop the rush, but Neuer's shield is up. And is that going to be curtains? There's still 20 seconds left, and a nice grab really shortens the difference. Oh. Meow's got to close the distance and get something in here. But 1-2 punches are not going to cut it. And that grab, unfortunately, is not going to be quite enough. Neuer doing a fantastic job of healing up. And just surviving to the very end, taking the set 2-1. Bum, 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 bum. Well, that was the fight that was. We shall leave the lobby because we can. Right, let's take a look and see what else is going on in the bracket. So, Avalis defeated Miari Larat, and as a reward / punishment gets to face Riffer in round 2. Raz will be fighting Yoshi Bowser in round 2. Alistair will be fighting Neuer, who we just saw edge out a squeaky victory 2-1 over Meow. And Yam has progressed 2-0 over Kefkeru into round 3. Kefkeru will be fighting Miari in losers round 1. We've got Raz and Yoshi coming up next. So, let's change some names around. Ta-da-da. Oh, is this? This is still technically pools. First time that's happened in a while. Nice. whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa. Long-time veterans of the scene, Yoshi Bowser and Raz. Raz, also known as the leader of the Church of Blorb, and sometimes known as the guy who rhymes with Daz. And he's here to vote for Blorbles. Ah, what a lad. What an absolute lad. Right, let me just do a couple of things. Bum, bum. Right, where are we going, lads? Raz says, no bans from my side. Yoshi says, should we go random non-legal? Right, so we're going the opposite. We've got not Mausoleum, Ramen Bowl, Cinema de, Snake Park, Sky Arena, name redacted. 1, 2, 3. Technically. Oh wow, I put Scrapyard in the last time. I just realised that was a bonehead move. It's Ninja College. Crap. Sorry, Riffer. Right, time for Whack-A-Room. Yoshi has brought out Max Brass. What are we even... What? Oh my lord. Max Blorbs. Max Blorbs. Raz has brought out Kid Cobra with Blorbles. That's the Blorb and Nibbles, aka Scorpio. And Yoshi has brought out Max freaking Brass with Blorb and Ram Ram. And we are fighting at the Sky Arena, Max Brass's hometown. I love the pair of you. That is a nice Blorb shot and Ram Ram. And follow-up charged Ram as well. And now Yoshi managing to keep Raz down in the... Oh, the Blorb! Oh, he doesn't get the final shot on the Blorb Rush though. Yoshi's health is sinking away because of Nibbles. But it is Nibbles that finishes the round off. Nibbles. But that was absolutely glorious stuff. Yoshi puts away the Ram Ram, brings out the Sparky. Sparky is apparently today's arm of choice for those on the left-hand side of the screen. But now you can't see anything because Raz keeps hitting Yoshi with Blorbs, also known in some circles as Raspberries. And this is Raz going into Church of Blorb God mode. And is he going to get the P? That is perfectly Blorble action. That was wacky. And it was sweet AF. the Raz is typing. Apparently the shield break was not intentional. Wasn't intentional, but it was glorificent. Yoshi's having a think. We're off to Ribbon Ring, and Yoshi's bringing out Misango. Yoshi! You utter madman! This is a good setup, actually. We're gonna get the double blind? We're getting the double blind. No, we're getting Yoshi with the slap. One of Yoshi's trademark arms. But the heavy red mask really played against Yoshi there. The problem of the red mask is when he's poisoned, he's super duper slow and immobile. And right now that is not what you need, because you are up against the ultra mobile Kid Cobra. And Yoshi cannot see anything. Raz just hopping around the ribbon blocks. And Nibbles keeps sneaking around here. And Yoshi needs to avoid the bite of Nibbles. Instead he gets a little slap. Here comes Nibbles! Oh, right in the knee! And the ribs. That is a huge chunk being nibbled out. Right, double blind, both have rushes, and that is Yellow Mask activated. Yoshi will have supreme advantage in a rush off. Although, because he does have the light arm of the Biffler, things could go very wacky with the Blorb punching through it. Definitely needs that Yellow Mask, but Raz keeps going for the shots with the Blorb. The second Yoshi goes to get that mask, again he follows it up with a grab. Yoshi is in danger, and that is another dominant round for Mr. Blorbles. And just like that, Yoshi Blorbser is swept aside. Raz came to play today. Oof. I mean, he's up against Riffer next. Riffer, you better watch your ass, son. Raz is on fire. Your defense is terrified. Right. So next will be Yams Match. What is Yams Match? Yam will be against the winner of Ali and Neuer. And that will be winners semi-finals. So. I'm just going to make a assumption that Yam's going to get him first. And I'm being invaded by a cat that wants to get into the streaming room. Come on then. Okay. Here's Yambo. We like Yambo. I want to say Yam's been here since the very start, or close to it, but I couldn't say for sure, because I'm not going to do any sort of research. That would require actual, like, effort and time. Just no. It's time for words to be exchanged. Pleasantries, etc., etc. Taking a brief moment to check up what's going on in the chat, and my phone loads with nothing to show. Talk, people, talk! Because otherwise words will be said. For instance, I can talk about how Yam has a very lovely badge, which is kind of cloudy days on this very sunny day actually. Well, it might not be sunny where you are. Cheers for the words and noises, lads. It's very much appreciated. Alright. Alistair is in the room. We're going to find out. So there'll be no randomness in this contest. Seems that we're off to Booster Beach. Booster Beach is the destination. And so we move on to the first of our winners semi-finals on today, the last day of the Premier League season. Will there be an upset today? Maybe I'll be upset, who knows. So we've got Yam breaking out the ribbon against Alistair with the very, very illegal Floaty McFloat face. Both with a toaster. And it is the Cracker of all things that makes the first connection. Go Cracker, go! Cracker hits the second bit of connection as well. Will we see even more Cracker attack? Not yet. Instead, a grab. Yes, that's right. A grab. Yeah, I'm doing a good job so far of avoiding pretty much most of those shots. Doesn't eat the rush, but does eat a chunk of damage there, and another grab, and now Yam is at half health. Here comes the rush. There goes the rush. No grab this time. Cracker, yes. Grab, no. Will we see more Cracker shots landing? It's very difficult with all these fun chucks being spammed in your face. 225 damage from the rush. No grab, but uncharged toaster does automatically make its way to Yam's face. And there it is, more homing shots. One more shot will put Yam down. Yam has nigh on impossible job with 10 seconds to go at this point, just looking to avoid the KO. Unfortunately for Yam, there's the KO. No changes, we just go straight into the round. Rush available everywhere. Rush is avoided. Rush is avoided. Tricky bastards both to land rush on, both Ribbon Girl and Dr. Coil. One infinitely trickier than the other, of course. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that there is very much a onslaught of incoming attacks, and Yam avoids another onslaught of rush. And it's now Yam who has the rush advantage, but working Alistair into a position where Yam can actually land, that is going to be very tricky. Pops into a grab and gets popped with the Toasty McToasterson. Yam tries a surprise rush, but Alistair was safely in shield. and is about to have Rush himself. Once again, pops it straight away because you're a coil, why wouldn't you? And that is an awful lot of damage on the Yamster. 20 seconds left, no Rush to speak of. Yam gets a hit in, avoids another grab. This has basically been a case of Yam has avoided, what, 60-70% of the shots coming in, but there's just so many coming in that Yam's health has never been able to stay on par. And that is the end of game 1. Pretty much par for the course with Floaty McFloatface. I say Yam did an awful good a lot of avoiding the attacks coming in, just wasn't able to ever really hit anything significant. In retaliation. So see where Yam wants to go to the sparring ring to try and even this one up. You can do it, Yam. We believe in you, sir. Because you're a wizard. Hashtag Yam is a wizard. Yam is doing this in honor of the EU Arms French Revolution. Here we go. Twintel. Dr. Coil. Chiller. Ram. And staking with Toasty McToasterson and Not So Fun Chuck. Or is it Fun Chuck Norris? I can never remember. Again, Yam managed to do a good job of withstanding the onslaught, but is still nonetheless behind. And oh, that is just feels unfair. Got the knockdown with the uncharged shot, and Coil just slips out of the hit stun anyway and is able to shield the whole rush coming through. That has the sting if you're Yam. And then eats a rush in response as well. It was going so well up until that point. Now Yam very far behind in the round. It's almost a perfect game up to that point. And one rush hit has just made a huge difference. And then that was Alistair's round, pretty much in complete control after that. The Fun Chuck is away, the Tri-Blast is out. And Coil wins the rush off, who knew? And those explosions going through. I mean, it's the universal tactic against Twintel Aura. And yeah, I'm just trying to get some combinations come through. But does not have the agility of a Ribbon from the previous round. Unable to avoid the rushes like before. And the Tri-Blast seals things. Going to be Yam popping down into loser's bracket. I'm sure we'll see more of Yam later on. Check. Are we getting Riffer and Raz? We are. We're getting Riffer Zeal. Raz gets in first. Riffer Zeal. Riffer Zeal. Whoa. This is the second of our two winners semi-finals. Coming up. And we're going to Temple Grounds, the Japanese staple for our first round. So a rampant Lawballs against Riffer, who is always Riffer. He doesn't know how to not be Riffer, to be fair. Riffer sticking with Tri-Blast and Ice Dragon, the Trice Dragon. And Riffer gets the Cold Laser Beam of Doom and a grab. Nibbles starting to try and take some chunks out of the Riftmeister. This is an all-German contest for those of you playing at home with your scorecards, much like Eurovision. But so far, this is pretty even. I mean, the judges might be giving it slightly to Riffer because he's being nice and cool with those Ice Dragon lasers. But do not put down Lawballs. That combination of blinding and poisoning is nasty if it lands. Goes for the rush counter. And Riffer goes old school, basic level Ninjara with the disappearing act and the grab. Won't let Nibbles come through, but it does get hit with 1-2. Riffer sitting on rush, doesn't need it, gets a little poke, and the Razzmatazz loses the round. Ice Dragon being put away, and it is the Slamamander now. Riffer looking for some slappy action and maybe some Wind Rush confirms. But the Tri-Blast doing its thing, sending Mr. Blawballs into the corner of the temple. Ooh. Ninja gonna do ninja things. Just disappearing away from the shots, darts away from the rush. Raz tries to get the punish with the Skybound Nibbles. Not able to fully pull this off. Starting to get a few hits on Riffer. You see, Riffer's always just a little bit out of reach for that first Scorpio shot that's coming in. Raz is going to have to change up the timing of that a little. You see, sending it on the ground that time rather than through the air. But Riffer's just got the timing perfectly down here. Riffer just waiting each time for Raz to send something out. Riffer is never the aggressor in this exchange. Doesn't want to be caught out. But at this point, if Raz could hit his glorious rush, which he's not going to be able to, that could have won the round for him, but notoriously difficult without a Chakram style rush. to pin the Ninjara down. And Riffa just picks him apart with the uncharged shots, taking game 1. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so it's not sparring, it's not Buster, it's random from the others. So that's via DNA, Cinema de Mausoleum, Ninja College. That's right, innit, Raz? Pretty sure that's exactly right. Riffa's going to be checking that. We end up on Via Dolce. No changes. Is it double nibbles? It's double nibbles. Nibble, 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 nibble. But it is the Tri-Blast and the Dragon Cancel from Riffa there. Don't see it often enough. It's a lovely little bit of tech. You can work it in. You see those spinning Scorpios just come through for the Cobra grab. And there it is again. Nice, quick, and 170 damage each time. Raz just leaping at such strange angles on Via Dolce. Just like that, Riffa gets back in the contest and in control. Raz keeps throwing these Scorpios out and not leaving him with anything to defend. He's going to have to burn the rush. He's going to trap him. Oh, doesn't get the restand. He's got to be careful because Riffa has the perfect poking devices here. But Raz has the perfect nibbling devices. And Raz takes the first round on Via. Tri-Blast is a way Riffa wants to be able to create angles with the slam. Oh! Everyone left wanting in that exchange. Finally something happens. Raz gets frozen, gets out of it with relatively little damage. Does have the rush available, is going to burn it straight away, but oh, he does trap him and he gets 300 damage plus poison damage and a little cheeky 100 nibbles. And Raz all of a sudden has turned this one right around. And just like that, Riffa takes the momentum right back from his cold dead fingers. Oh, but this snake will not give up. Riffa does have rush. Raz just trying to, yeah, he takes him down. These sneaky nibbles, but the laser beam just gets him before Nibbles can fly through the air. 1-1 in the game. Laser beam away. Riffa going to use the Tri-Blast and the Slamamander. Pops the rush straight away, does not get what he wanted. Now Raz is just trying to control the narrative, control the nibblative. Pops the rush. Look at that. Whoom, 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 whoom. Individual nibble rushes flying through the air, trying to catch Riffa as he dodges from one to the other. Nothing doing. And all of a sudden, we are 1/3 of the way through the round. Riffa has rush. Raz has barely any health. Raz has virtually no health. Riffa unable to get the full thing. Gets the poke. And Riffa finishes it handsomely. Like a truly handsome man. Handsome man. Handsome man, handsome, handsome man. Handsome, handsome man. Handsome man. Which means next up will be the Riff versus the Alistair in winners finals. Da da da. Right, let's just take a quick look, see how the rest of the bracket is panning out. So Raz and Yam waiting in losers round 3 for the winners of Noya and Miyari Lira, and Avalis versus Yoshi Bowser, respectively. So, Temple Grounds, the JP favourite, is where we'll go for the first round of 5. Yeah, for winners finals. No surprises here. Will there be any surprises in the fight itself? If takes the first couple of hits, just try and wiggle a little bit, try and deflect the incoming, but much more difficult to deflect the incoming when you have a Tri-Blast. And ultimately trying to use the dragon as both offensive defense. Trying to send out the dragon first and hopefully use the laser beam to reduce the mobility, but it's just not happening for Riffer at the moment. Getting the occasional shot in, very similar to what happened with Yam earlier. Just really unable to do anything about the continuous onslaught. Does get the shot in with the Tri-Blast, but this could be too little too late in the round at this point. But it is Riffer, so you never really rule out what the Riffer can do. So he's starting to get those shots in, but he really doesn't have much health to play with. And a grab is all it was going to take. Just took Riff a little too long to get the flow of that match. And we start off with a lovely little bit of time travel. Riff gets his bearings a little bit after the unexpected time turbulence. Yeah, just trying to get the measure here. Manages to avoid the hold the rush, does sacrifice one of the pillars for it. Oof. And that is a stun grab. Riffer with plenty of health gone. Burns the rush and just concedes the round. Now, was that just the round was a goner, or was there was some jank at play? I felt like that was the case after how that second round started. Yeah, Riffer struggling. somewhat against it there, but that's how it's gonna be sometimes. So let's see where we're going for game 2. Whoa, 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 whoa. So you say that, Raz, but I mean, the French players haven't smashed into the top of the thing yet. So until the French take the top spot today, it's not been taken over completely by the French. We go to Le Sparring Le Ring. No change in characters. We go again. Yeah, no change characters, same arms, and everybody gets knocked down there. I always love a good double down. Yeah, just so very little hitting. I mean, that 5 damage there could have been a huge difference maker. Or the connection could be a huge difference maker. GG connection. Gotta love it when it happens in winners finals. Let's keep you warm, Riffer. This is unofficial. This is just lobby nonsense. Double dragon from the Rifamagu. Nice grab, sir. Free rush. Free rush. Does that mean it's time to go back? Right, you all saw it. Technically I beat Riffa. Technically it happened. Right, back to the action. Yeah, I think I filled in okay there. Okay, so back to the real stuff. No double dragon from Riffa in this instance. Going to try and keep the poking action up. It's not quite as good a start as the round that never was. Manages to shield through most of the rush, but ultimately runs out of space because Sparring Ring and eats 70 damage. Good Tri-Blast shots there. Manages to deflect the incoming with the Slammermander. Riffa literally playing with fire here. Oh, that was nearly the most beautiful leap into a rush I've seen in the past 2 minutes. And this is the thing, Riffa just cannot let Alistair get any momentum. Has to constantly try and keep the pressure up. It's the only real way here. Gets the charge to try and keep the Tri-Blast in check. Does manage to keep Alistair whipped in the corner. Has to be very afraid of the potential rush incoming. Does whip him away with the slam. It's a big toaster shot. Even bigger Tri-Blast shot. 6 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Riffa takes the round. Round dose. More of the same. Riffa gets the rush confirmed, holds off, doesn't just whip out his nasty rush, lands the juggle perfectly, 355 damage, but then does eat the rush. Not the rush to grab. The rush is coming, you feel. There it is. Riffa dodges and punishes. Does eat the toaster. That is a big slam. Didn't have the rush available. Is going to pop it there and is going to even the series up at 1-all. Apparently, my playing coil helped Riffa get some coil practice there. Or something. Or it could have just been that Sparring Ring was a really good pick. Back to Temple Grounds for Game 3. Slam's put away, the dragon is out. Much better for the longer distance involved in temple grounds. Riffa. Is Riffa trying to get rid of the pillars? I'm not sure if that's deliberate or not. Riffa, answer on a postcard when this round is over, please. I'd like to know your mental process, if possible. Can't tell if you're trying to get rid of them so he can't use them to defend, or if that's just because he's using them to defend and you're punching through them. Over a third of the way through the round, not a third of the way through the health. Much more slow and cerebral this one than the sparring ring contests, where by their very nature you have to be more aggressive. Running out of pillars, the grab just sneaked through, I think at maximum extension there. Riffa avoids the grab that looked to catch him. If Riffa had potentially dodged the side. Good 1-2 action there. But now Riffa will need to be very fortunate to make up the health difference. Now, is that confirmed going to do it? It is! Oh my god. What? That's why you never count Riffa out. That was B-E-A beautiful. Couldn't have got the timing and the distance and the structure any better if he wanted to there. Including the retreat afterwards. But that was a whole round ago now. Again, things pretty even so far. Keeps him down. But the aggression is starting to ramp up a little bit here. And there are the Funchucks punching their way through. It's that third arm. Again, Riffa now just trying to keep the pressure on Alistair. Trying to stop him from launching those arms. Charging them up. Avoids the rush. Gets a nice charged 1-2 combination. Going to pop the rush. It's not going to do the damage. It is going to keep the pressure up though. But this is now the door opened again. Because the rush is going to be there any second again. The Riffa's got to finish the job before the rush comes pumping out. In 3, 2, 1, rush, rush, rush. Riffa just avoids enough of it. And Riffa is going to take it. Very rare dance from our German Lord and Master. I think Alistair was trying to engineer the same finish that Riffa got in the previous round. Right, going to Temple for game 4. Again, nothing changing here. We're sticking with the same combinations because why adjust anything? First blood goes to Riffa, gets the freeze off of the laser beam and the follow-up grab. Trying to keep Alistair far, far away, but the coil arms just keep adding up. Eats a tri-blast just as the grab was about to connect. not sure if there was something odd going on there, because I couldn't quite tell if the arm just didn't quite reach Riffer in shield. Those punches should have forced him to move in shield, and they didn't. We shall see how the round progresses. So far everything seems more normal. Riffer's going to land the Tri-Blast into the Dragon Rush at 370. The laser beam doesn't quite hit, but he's just going to keep poking with the lasers and the pokes. Laser pokes. That's a thing. 14 seconds. Pokes. Riffer 1 round away from sitting in Grand. Riffer just wanting to keep everything at bay. Eats 155 damage off of the rush. So effectively the same as a fully charged arm. And follows up with some charged shots of his own. Everything's just about even. The early going. But he's going to be careful of another rush coming in his way in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pops the rush. Damn, tried. To be fair, the grab caught me off guard though. Now Riffer on very low health. Is this kill percentage? Potentially. Manages to switch things up with the grab. Now both I think are in the danger zone if someone tries to land a rush. Riffer is definitely now. As is Alistair. Okay, so if they land a rush, they're going to win. And there you have it. Alistair landed a rush, and he won. Riffer still only 1 round away from Grand Finals. Does go in with rush to burn if he so chooses. But he's swapped things out, brought the Slamamander in. 355 damage plus 20. Now that was jank AF. He punched through the grab and still got grabbed. Hopefully that's the only spike we see in this very crucial round. Alistair sat on rush, pops the rush. You hear it mostly whiffing. Riffer's going to have rush any second as well now. If he'd had it a split second earlier, would have been able to do some serious damage off of the win confirm. That's what Riffer's looking for now. Either an explosion confirm or a win confirm will basically seal the deal here. Now we'll definitely seal the deal. Not even going to look for the confirm, just going to look to press Alistair, get the break, put some serious health damage on there. Alistair does have the yellow triangle of death. You know it's going to come, it's just a matter of where and when. 305 damage. Alistair's going to retreat. He has a sliver of health. It's just going to take 1 poke. Not quite enough. And it's now 2-2. The difference was minuscule there. Definitely seems like there were some other lag spikes as well. But we progress. Seems that Raz and Yam, incidentally, while this has all been going on, have won their losers round 3 matches and have each other next in losers round 4, which I presume we'll be going to. Yes, we will be going to next once we're done here. We're off to temple. We're off to temple. Race your bets now. Banzai. Nice. Freeze, freeze, grab. That is a good early combo from Mr. Far. Miracle managing to avoid everything so far. Third of the way in. He's taken approximately half of Alistair's life force. Does eat some of his own explosions. And now the pillars are starting to come down. Manages to avoid the rush as well. Blunks one in of his own. 340 damage. Alistair is on Magic Pixel. But can now start to get the momentum he truly craves in the next round, because Riffer's finished this one off with a laser beam to the feet. Feet beam. But I think that's all of the pillars gone now. So that dodging and ducking and diving that we saw at the start of round 1 is not really in play anymore. And we see that when Riffer starts taking shots early on, 1/4 of his life in the bin. Grab attempts, no one gets the grab. No rush. No rush at all. Tri-Blast does, however, do its Tri-Blast thing. Another rush. Doesn't hit. Stop me if you've heard that one before in the Grand Finals against the Coil. Good shots from the Tri-Blast though, keeping Alistair in the corner, unable to charge those third arms. Not that charging is really happening at this point, it is mostly sending out uncharged arms by the bucket load to get that rush charged. Third arm really comes out when Riffer is down. Riffer is not down here though. 240 damage. Riffer just has to basically dance away. Jumps out of the way of the grab and Riffer seals the deal. Gets his place in Grand Finals with a 3-2 victory. Which means we move on to Yam and Raz. This is losers semis. At this point, anyway. Right. Random legal. That's what they want, that's what they're gonna get. Ninja College. Mausoleum, not Scrapyard. Buster Beach. DNA Lab. Via Dolce. Temple Ground. Sparring Ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We hop in with Mr. Blorbles and Mr. Yam. And we go to Ninja College for the first time today. Yam busting out Lola with Scully and Glusher. Ooh, it's Raz's nemesis. The evil Blorb and the Pokey McPokey Scully. Enjoy the music. Oh, those arcs on the grabs and arc on the rush. Only 160 damage though. The rush on the stairs. Yam persists with the Scully side of the rush, waiting until the last second to throw out the Glusher and ended up with 300 damage on Raz for his troubles. So much poison. So much poison. Oof, but Scully takes Raz's life at the end there. It's the Scully that comes out first this time as well. Raz just avoiding the grab. Big Glusher shots not happening just yet. Yam tries a cheeky grab. I tell you what, the angles involved in this are just something else. You've got the arcs of both the Blorb and the Glusher. You've got nibbles that either fly through the air like that, like sideways, or sneaks along the ground. 160 damage from Raz's rush there, not what he was after, but Raz is still in control so far. Trying to use the fact that the Blorb grab arcs upwards to sneak the grabs up the stairs. There's Yam trying to use them as sideways as possible. It really is just a beauty of technical proficiency, this. Excellent grab from Raz there. Supposed to follow up. Yam is going to be airborne. And now he's going to be Blorborne. Even the round up at 1 apiece. Bum 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 bum. Right, Raz throwing out Scorpio as much as possible here, trying to keep Yam from making his way up the stairs. Yam. Oh! Yam got caught with Nibble's third attempt at rush, and Yam's rush burned for no good reason in the end. And Blobble says, "It's over, Obi Yam. I have the high ground. Don't try it." Says, "You underestimate my power. Also, I have a Scully and a Glusher." Raz not really able to hit Yam. Oh, and Yam gets the rush cancel this time. No one is allowed to hit their rush. No one. No one at all. Raz responds to the grab attempt with his own grab. That almost evens the health up completely. Raz does have a rush, but gets hit with the Scully twice. Raz now needs to hit the rush, but Yam just backs up. Has... Oh, man, that was mental. So Yam takes the round after backing up, baiting Raz to have to try and use the rush. And we're going straight back to Ninja because they're just ready to go straight back in. Bait Raz to use the rush, tries to go for the punish. Raz delayed the rush and nearly got it going. Hit the Scorpio side of it. It wasn't enough to take Yam down because he needed the Blorb to get there to launch out in time as well. But because he delayed it, not enough time to get the punish, and Yam took the round. And now we're going to see Yam put the Glusher to bed and use the Parabola, the King of Arms, until the Blorb and Nibbles have baby Blorbles. But for now, it's the Parabola that's the king. That is a good, cheeky, sneaky from the Parabola. Oh, Yam not stunned for long enough. And wow, Yam side leaping, gets bit in the bum by Nibbles and goes flying down the stairs. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's just the animation like combinations you get sometimes with the arm interactions. Beautiful. Oof. Raz nearly got caught with the Parabola there. Raz is now hopping around like a snake boy. Sneaking for the very first time, like a snake boy. How are there only 10 seconds left in this one? This one's gone a mile a minute. Again, Raz trying to get these grabs. The grab would have turned the tide, but Yam just hopping and dodging out of the way each time. Yam had the rush to burn if he felt like he was really in danger. There we go, more janky angle grabs. Raz bringing double Blorbs now. He has forsaken Nibbles because Raz knows he needs to win the next 2 rounds to stay in the tournament. And just like that, Raz's double Blorb rush wins out by deflecting the Glusher rush and punching through the Parabola rush, allowing Yaz to then follow up with a second round of Blorb rush. But it's very difficult for him at the moment, trying to fight upwards, up the stairs with the Blorbs. I mean, they bounce very nicely up the stairs. Blorbs bounce upstairs, they bounce in pairs, they're looking to grab your Yam. 170 damage for you. Blorb, Blorb, Blorbs. They're Blorbs, Blorbs. Oh no, the Parabola hit. They're Blorbs, Blorbs. If you get grabbed like that, it's that. Again, time in this round has just slipped away very quickly. 20 seconds left. Raz does have the lead, but a rush from Yam at this point would swing things very much in Yam's favour. Raz just trying to blorb his way to victory on behalf of the Church of Blorb. And he does eventually get the KO. I think that's the first KO in a while that wasn't a timeout. Now Raz going double Nibbles. Yam's going double Glusher. Oh man, this will be salt in the wound if Raz loses the double Glusher at this point. The weapon of the heathen doubled up. this is going to be all poison. And you see the curve on that grab, just making it to their feet. The second grab in short succession for Raz will give Raz the advantage here. And now the poison starting to take effect. Oof! Raz couldn't even see where that grab was going to land. Had to just jump instinctively. Big rush, 370 damage from the Yambo there. Now Yam is only one hit away from sealing the deal, and that is it. Yam with the Heathen's double glusher puts down the Emperor of the Church of Blore, Mr. Raz E.L. It's a shame for Raz, but it's glory to the Yam. We move on to losers finals. Bum bum bum. I pressed the button. I did. It's the wrong button. Stop pressing buttons. That one. Right, let's find out where we end up. Bum 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 ba da ba da. Seems like we're off to the sparring ring. Bum bum bum. Yam bringing out the ribbon. What is this rematch from winners semis earlier today? But it's not a cracker, it's a popper. It's not a toaster, it's a bob. But it's the same colour ribbon. Yam has nonetheless realised that he needs something different to change the outcome from last time. Brought the same defensive stylings, unable to get out of the rush that time though. Just run into the side of the sparring ring. But seems to be looking to use the popper for potentially getting those win confirms rather than just the straight knockdown potential of the cracker. In fact, getting rid of the knockdown effect from both. And manages to dodge the rush, gets the grab, 150 damage. Yeah, I'm still about 25% health behind. And there is the rush confirm. Beautiful stuff, 300 damage. Yeah, I'm really taking it there, but there's just so little health left on either side here. and Fun Chuck punches through. The only problem for the Papa is it can't defend against those medium weight arms. Otherwise it'd be broken, but you know. And yeah, interestingly, backing away, but punching and angling up, knew exactly where that coil was going to be. Doesn't change the fact that he's eaten an entire rush after getting that very clever early shot. Again, these popper shots, they do hit, but they're only 80 damage. And Yam hops into a Fun Chuck. And that is a Roasty Toasty to the chest. Another Fun Chuck comes through. And Yam, staring down the barrel, looks to just dodge left and right. Tries to use Rush to defend. It's not happening. And therefore, the round is taken. Right, let's see. Where do we go for the next game? Where do we go? 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 The temple. We're going to temple. Bum bum bada bum. Here we go, round 2 of losers finals, which is best of 5. Yam has got the toaster, fed with the popper. Toasty pops, poppy toast, toasty pops. So much air dodging. But for all the air dodging, Yam has taken all the damage so far. Oh. Again, Popper just keeps getting hit through. For the times it does hit, oh, I don't know if it's worth it at this point. It does set up for the rushes, but they're so hard to hit in the first place. Raw Rush, 290 damage. It's the first real damage Yam has managed to deal in the round. It's a uncharged shot in. Oh, it's in the red now. Have to do some serious dodging, including this rush that's going to come in 3, 2, 1. Pop the rush. No. There's no need to. Well, not one, but 2 hits will certainly finish Yam off with 10 seconds to go. No need to burn the rush. The time in these rounds is just melting away somehow. That's round 1 in the bag. Both enter with rush. Yam puts the toaster away and brings out the Burchuck. So we're going with Burchuck on the right now, where the Popper was before. The Popper is going to be fighting the toaster, and the Burchuck is going to be fighting the Fun Chucks. It's a good matchup on the Burchuk side, but the Popper is still going to struggle. Especially trying to punch through a rush. 280 damage on Yams' face. Finally gets a little nip in, and a second nip in. It's a good mix-up, gets the grab. It's going to pop for the rush, off of the confirm. 280 damage, and it's all of a sudden the round has completely swung. But there's the rush. Oof, Yam dodges it perfectly. Gets the shield up in time. Gets the maneuverability out. Oh, this is just going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, forwards and backwards. Up, down, left, right, cats, dogs. Yam, so close. Living on the edge here. Yam very close to getting rush. Has it now. Will need to pop it any second. There's only 10 left. Yam just... Ooh. Yam might need to pop it just to wind the health down. Because Yam is going to not have enough health. It's going to... Yam, you should have popped the rush. You didn't have the health lead. You needed to do the chip damage to at least take it to a draw. Yam! Yam! Yam is apparently blind. Oh, that's an unfortunate error. Oh, Yam. Yam's like, alright, opening my eyes now. Ah, Yam. You poor unfortunate soul. You just gifted that one away. What were you doing? Yeah, I'm playing blindfolded for the whole tournament until now. Are we going back to Temple? Playing all on sound. Okay, we're sticking with the Pop Chuck against the Fun Toast. Yeah, I'm gonna take 3 straight games now. So far doing a good job again of staying relatively even. Oof, doesn't quite get the direction they wanted off of the jump. Needs that rush. And that's ultimately what this is boiling down to. If Yam can guess the direction the rush is coming from and jump out of the way correctly, Yam stands a really good chance of having a counter punch. But as you see there, the second that whole rush hit, Yam is in the red and then just has to work so hard just to get another foothold in. Because the momentum shift is too monstrous. What? How did the rush last that long that it blocked the entire counter rush and still got hits? Like, what? I'm sorry, what? Okay, Yam, you gotta take 2 straight now. Maybe go back to playing on sound. Sound only, dude. There you go. Sound only. Oh, the pillar did not have enough health left in order to give Yam a chance to shield. Very unfortunate break for Yam there. He's going to burn the rush. Only 130 damage though because Goyle has no hit stun. But Yam has nonetheless taken the lead. And as soon as I say that, Commentator's Curse, Rush comes out and Yam sacrifices the lead in exchange for health points taken away. Yam looking to keep the action tied up in that corner. Doesn't want things to get floating around side to side, swirly to swirly. But Yam is now in very much danger. I'm trying to get any charge, but it's not going to happen. Yam's run here ends in losers finals. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, says he's closing his eyes, he can't look at Coil anymore. I feel you there, buddy. I feel you there. Well. Doing the prep for grands. No, Riffer has banned DNA. That's all we know so far. Oh, we're going back to Temple again. Temple is the new Mausoleum. Everything used to be played on Mausoleum for some reason in the modern era. We always go to Temple. So Riffer has put away the Ninjara, bringing out the Misango. Alistair will need to defeat Riffer in 2 sets of best of 5 to take today's tournament. Riffer only needs to win the 1. So Riffer with the Cracker and the Coolerang gets his blue mask just in time to jump away from the grab. Gets a nice chill, baits out the rush with the grab while the mask is out. The mask protects him from the rush, and thus River safely evades a coil rush with no downsides whatsoever. Gets 305 damage of his own rush, gets the yellow mask up so he can at least attempt to charge his own rush a bit quicker to combat the insane rush charge of coil. River is going to eat that rush though. 245, not as much as it could have been, but it is still a nasty amount to eat. Gets his blue mask, and now River gets knocked down with 10 seconds to go. River needs to not be hit, I was about to say, and then he gets hit. So, yellow mask out early, gets grabbed, so the yellow mask is going to go away. River does have his rush charged. River really wants to just cycle through, get that yellow mask, so now he can play rush mind games. But has to deal with the onslaught first. River just not charging around like a madman. Just walking up and down the temple, playing it slow, playing it safe, gets the grab nice and patient. And this is very interesting. River just slowing the pace down, launches the rush. Hit stun, restands, all that bollocksness happening into play at once there. River doesn't get the whole rush, 250 damage, avoids the rush coming in though. But 30 seconds left, still all to play for in this round. Just gotta be super duper careful here. Ducking and dodging and diving, and look at that agility. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's River getting hit with the toaster. Doesn't get greedy, just avoids the rush. Didn't try to punish. And that was key there. So many players would have gotten greedy. Like that grab when the round hadn't even started. That's very greedy. So round 3 to assert dominance in grand finals. Who's gonna take this round? River gets the early freeze. Cheekily tries to set up a grab. Gonna have rush not long after Alistair. Gets knocked out of the yellow mask though, and that is a big disadvantage. Gets it back after much ado about nothing, to be honest. Gets knocked out of it again. And burns the rush again, only getting 250 from it. Because of the way coil falls, but not fully, and also hits the stairs. 275 damage on the River. And the little shots, they're all adding up now, and that is a grab to put River in the hole. 13 seconds left. River needs to dig himself out of the hole, but instead he digs himself further into the hole, walking into the grab. And that is 1-0. We go to sparring for game 2. Again, no change-ups. We see a quick freeze, but no grab follow-up. I say no changes. It's now pure glove spam. No fun chucks, just glove, 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 glove. All toasters, all the time. Here on Radio 95.2 TIOSTR. Tailster Radio. So we see Yellow Mask Rush coming to nothing. We see some chilling. And oof, nearly but not quite on the Masango Mask grab rush bait technique. Riffa may have gone to the well one too many times with that technique at this point. May have cost him the round there. And now the Seiki comes out, and all hell breaks loose. Connections are going really wanky now. So let's see some crazy Seiki Yellow Mask Rush BS. Time to go big or go home, or in Riffa's case, just go again because you would still need to lose another set. Doesn't manage to evade the grab twice. Does the third time though. There will be no third celebratory grab. Riffa's not really been able to do anything with this Seiki so far. Managed to knock the rush out though with the cracker. Riffa doesn't need the yellow mask so much in this case. Still unable to get the rush to land because coil. At this point it is a valiant effort, but it seems somewhat in vain. 10 seconds left. No explosion rush to abuse to reduce the health. And that was somewhat academic at that stage. Right, we're going back to sparring ring. Sorry, just seeing that Wolves scored against Liverpool. But the Seiki is away for this third round of grand finals. Could be looking at a bracket reset if Riffa cannot win 3 games in a row. Trying to keep Alistair trapped in the corner. I'm going to slow things down now. You've got the yellow mask and get in the head. Basically looking to try and abuse the counter rush. As I see, he's just trying to leap around, trying to bait any opportunity Alistair might think he has to rush. But instead, these little shots are all adding up, and now that the yellow mask is gone, probably see the rush attempt come out much quicker. I see Riffer wanted yellow. He doesn't have to take it. He doesn't have to take anything else, rather. He does have to take yellow if he gets the chance. None of that, just walking out of the way. The yellow mask doing its thing. Mask protecting. Riffer can take the grab and just see out the clock. Got it in the corner and just held it there. Oof. We go straight into round 2 with Toasters flying literally out of nowhere. And again, now we can see the same strategy as we saw play out over the second half of the previous round. As long as Riffer has rush, he can apparently launch it for 305 damage. But that means the psychological ploys are now out of the window. And he does eat 190 damage. Tried to get the punish to stop that from happening. Didn't really have any other options. He was in midair trying to dodge it in the first place. Now health very much even. Riffer gets a shot that knocks Alistair down. And now it's a race against time to spam your way to rush. Riffer really just wants to land a solid hit. Gets teases going for the yellow mask, gets it. He's going to get that rush charge soon. Alistair will pop the rush to try and counter, and now Riffer has potentially free rush to take the round. And Riffer is now in the grand finals. It's a different stage for the first time in a while. Buster Beach. Right, it's not double toasters, it's not Toaster and Funchuck, it's Toaster and Hydra. What difference will this make? We will see. So far, it's Riffer who's managing to keep Alistair in the corner. Down. And the mask doing a lot of heavy lifting, protecting against the rush, but Riffer, in grabbing his mask, does eat the grab follow-up and is unable to get his own rush. Right now that's not so much of an issue for Riffer. He has got a 50% health lead. Hydra is not doing too much so far. That is a grab to slow Riffer's momentum. Again, the mask protecting against the rush damage once more. You gotta ask yourself a question, has there ever been a better Masango player than Riffer? Maybe, but they're not here now. Riffer is. Therefore, Riffer is the best Masango player in the world. And he's just gotta stay down. Just stay in shield because he doesn't have to do anything. It was very close. But staying in shield was all that was necessary. Oh, and now the Coolerang goes out. And the Seiki is back in play. We're gonna see Yellow Mask, Seiki Rush. No, just a straight raw Seiki Rush. 390 damage. Riffa making sure he can get some sort of maskage on there just to keep the mask close. It's a big rush, but is it worth it for what the Seiki can do during the rest of the round? We'll find out. Seiki and Cracker. Riffa trying to make sure he can get rush charged to fight the incoming one. He's got his yellow mask, he's got his rush, and now the mind games can truly begin. Because in a rush off, it's almost certain doom. He's just gonna pop it! 320 damage off of the rush. Riffa playing 4D chess. 20 seconds, and the Seiki takes it, and things are now getting very spicy indeed. Spicy, spicy, spicy sausage. Alright, we're going back to Buster Beach for potentially the last game of the tournament, or we have to do it all again. No Seiki and no Toaster. It's now Hydra and Funchuck. So very different setup from the previous round. I'm really surprised the Hydra is staying here. But Funchuck is definitely helping. And now both players sat on rush. Trapped in the corner. Potential rush off coming in 3, 2, 1. Oh. Able to get away. And is that going to be a very costly mistake for Mr. Riffa? Oh, tries to super dash across the stage. That could be the end of Riffa in this round as we know it. "20 seconds left. The Cracker comes through. But unfortunately Riffa ends up walking into the Hydra. 1 round away from a reset, 2 rounds away from the end of everything. So Coolerang is away, the Seiki is back out. Seiki very capable of punching through that Hydra and dealing massive damage. We've seen Riffa use it already to great effect. Both players sat on rush, Riffa in his yellow mask. Punching through the grab attempt. You see each time Riffa trying to lead with the Seiki. Both players with a light arm that is basically being deflected from the other person's arm. Halfway through the round already. Jesus. So little. So little in this one. Oh! Riffa very lucky not to get punished that time. It gets punished this time. So 30 seconds left and it's starting to look like we might have to go to a reset. We need a big rush to land. if we're going to see a round 3 in this particular contest. Time is running out, to quote Muse. Yeah, you're just going to sit there guarding, because why wouldn't you? Is that going to be enough? It's not. Needed a little bit more follow-up damage. So we gotta do it all again. This time it really is for all the marbles. We go back to temple. So we're at temple, but this time with Hydra Punch Up and Cracker Coolerang. Much dancing between the pillars. Pole dancing, if you will. Much more open stage, and thus much less is being hit. So we get back to our rush mind game times. We saw in the Buster Beach match that Riffa would just launch the rush raw at times. Seems now he is definitely waiting for counter rushes while he has the yellow mask on there. He launched it raw because Aster wasn't expecting it. And he expected the immediate counter rush as soon as Aster got back up. Managed to avoid it. That arm is going to break soon. 10 seconds left. Yellow mask on. Another knockdown. Both have rush. And Riffa's just going to sit here. Just going to let things play out. Both know that there's not any point in carrying on. They've both got their rushes charged. They're ready for round 2. Oh, but there's a roaster. First time we've seen a roaster today. It's better than a toaster because it goes swing. So roaster and fun jump, a slightly more complex version because it's got less auto aim. Much dodging, much diving, much dodging, much rushing. Only 140 damage. Oof, that is not what Riffa would have wanted. Riffa's now going to have to use the superior agility of Blue Mask Mango to try and keep avoiding all these hits. Picking off sneaky little damage. Manages to avoid the rush and keeps it going. That is some beautiful sliding around there by Riffa. It's almost like he's ice skating. And it's not wasting any time. He is going to secure the round with plenty of time to go. no point in fighting any further. Riffa is 1 goal to the good. Back to Buster Beach. Feels like it's going to be Temple Buster, Temple Buster, Temple Buster. Okay. No Roaster, we're sticking with the Hydra. Ooh. Oh man, the timing on that. Managing to grab the red mask midway through the grab so that it upgraded the grab into the higher damage whilst he was transforming. That is... oh, just exquisite timing. Not such exquisite timing on the popping of the rush there. Riffa just keeping those masks cycling through. Yo, gets the juggle, 325. That's a big lead for Riffa, but that gets changed instantly with a grab. Swings back in his favour with the charged cracker shot. And uncharged as well. 25 seconds left. Riffa just needs a couple uncharged shots at most. And just take his time. Oof. One more shot. That's another round in the bag. Riffa just gonna shield up, take the grab. Again, nothing that can be done, just timing out. Just run out of time. Nothing you can do. Riffa looking to get that rush charged, and again we enter the mind games phase. Who's going to pop their rush first? Alistair seems very much afraid in these matches when Riffa gets the yellow mask to pop the rush at all. So Riffa can just pop it whenever he wants. 325 damage, and all of a sudden Riffa has a half health lead. And he can start working on his next rush. I think with Riffa stuck in the corner there, he might have eaten a rush to the face. But at the moment it's just safe, trying to just prevent moving around, but now he's more agile. He's going to just keep skating away from this. Oh man, it's like he's doing the Bolero. That is a critical freeze there. Forces the rush out. Riffa's going to have his own rush available soon. And he's just going to back up. He's got the health lead. He's got the mask. He's just going to sit there and take this. He uses the rush defensively. Just wastes a few seconds. Got it in the corner. Now Riffa is 1 game away from being crowned your EU Arms 93 champion. But there is still plenty of time to go. Will require a 3-game sweep to prevent him from that crown today. Will things change when we go to Mausoleum? Well now, a Coolerang. A roll of the dice, it seems. So, this is going to be a very cool grand finals from now on, it seems. But it's Riffa who's hot stuff with the cracker, not once but twice. 3 times a cracker! No, he gets cooled down. Gets told to chill, bruh. So Yellow Mask Riffa comes out to play. Says, hey, I'm just going to walk around here. I'm going to jump away. I'm going to walk around some more. I'm going to keep dodging all these things. I have my rush. I'm going to knock you down with this cracker. I'm going to keep just popping this rush. But unfortunately it doesn't happen. It was excellent block timing, to be fair. Gets chilled and grabbed. Now Riffa has to... ooh! Slides away. Punches through the grab. But gotta be careful here though. That rush could come in at any time. 25 seconds left to go. You feel like it's gonna come just before he gets his own rush ready. So anytime in the next 3 seconds. Time has run out. Riffa will not be able to take this one now. But will just do enough to get his rush ready for the next round.
Too easy.
But this is no longer the coolest grand final because we only have one Coolerang. It's only slightly cool. Back to Toaster and Funchup. Riffa's arm breaks. And at that point, the rush is eaten. Oh, that was a nice little follow-up 20 there with the Coolerang shot. Oh, that's unfortunate. Unable to make the rush work. And that was like an almost instant Toaster. So everyone just staying either side, no one really trying to advance forward until it's rush time, of course. 275 damage. Riffa isn't that far behind though and will have rush. But so far the rushes have not been connecting as frequently as they were earlier. Is that going to matter with that much health? Well, Riffa will probably want to have to pop it soon. Gets the yellow mask. He's going to look for the mask rush off differential. Has to be so careful of these incoming shots. Unable to make it work. And we carry on for our quest to declare an ultimate winner today. It's getting heated. It was cool, and then the Coolerang went away. We're off the temple for either the final game or the second to final game of the tournament today. We we shall see. Back to the bread and butter. And it's Riffer who goes down first. Comes back just as quickly though. I mean the hits are landing thick and fast this time. There is no hiding this time on Temple. Everyone wants to try and settle this as quickly as they can. It's Riffer's head who keeps taking the hard shots. Hard shots. And the stun just too far away. Sometimes that reactionary hitting of the rush button upon hearing the chunk just isn't worth it. 360 damage, doesn't quite get the extra 20 off the juggle. But now Riffer just gonna try and bully in the corner with his big bully mango. Oh, that was delicious. The Hoolerang catching with the freeze on the wake up from invisibility. This is tense stuff. There's a rush in play. There's 10 seconds left. Oh, the walking, the jumping again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Riffer's gonna take the grab and just edge that one out. One round away from glory. Gets the yellow mask straight away. When both have rush, that could be some critical RNG at the earliest juncture. Not gonna come into play just yet though, because he's lost his mask. Sorry, just very tense and nervous here. Riffer slowing things down here. Everyone want a chance to breathe while breathing down your neck. It's intense and it causes a whiff rush of the highest grade. Riffer tries to dodge, he tries to counter it, but eats 200 damage and now all of a sudden Riffer is behind him around. But that speed is allowing him to pick up little shots, but eats one himself and he's eating more damage than he's dealing out. 30 seconds to go and sacrifices rush advantage as well by going for the blue mask in the first place. He's getting his yellow mask. No, he's not. He's just about rescues it. 10 seconds to go. Oh, that's a big hit. Is that going to be enough for Riffer to hit rush? Oh, I think he could have popped it in the corner there, you know. I think he had a small window of opportunity. We'll be going to round 3, do or die. Nothing changing. It's just straight up 4D mango chess. No one wants to hit significant damage. The time is just dripping away. 20 seconds, 30 seconds already gone. Just hopping and skipping up the steps, gets the rush, 325 damage, doesn't get the final part of the combo for that, what, 370? Will that be the deciding factor? Teases out the rush, and now we're 35 seconds away from sealing this one off. Starting to gain significant health lead. Just basically gotta keep the defense up or keep getting these little snipey shots. Getting the yellow mask as well for that rush protection. You just gotta keep slightly charging. Oh, the dodging, the releasing of the guard. Look at that. He's done it. That is game, set, and match to your EU Arms Challenge number 93 champion, Mr. Riffer. Congratulations once again to probably the best we've ever seen.